Hi, I'm Mr. C, the teacher, and the lessons I've created here are the same ones I use in my classroom on a daily basis. So grab your tools for school and join in with our lessons, or just sit back and watch along with us. Let's do some learning together, because you're watching Lessons from the Classroom. Here we have a worksheet on sharing, giving everyone an equal amount or the same amount. It says write the numbers or draw lines so two people can share equally. So here we have a cracker. We want to make it so that two people each get some of this cracker and they get the same amount, equal. We can draw a line down the middle like that. So one person gets this part and one person gets that part. Here we have some marbles. We want to know how many each person gets. Well, let's color them in two different colors. So I'll do a blue marble and a red marble and another blue marble and a red marble and a blue marble and a red marble and a blue marble and a red marble. Let's find out if one person gets the red and one person gets the blue, how many marbles do they get? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the blue, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the red. How many each? 4 each. Here we have some pennies, and we have to give them to two people. Well, if I give one person the top group of pennies and the other person the bottom group of pennies, each person will get 1, 2, 3. The other person would get 1, 2, 3. So how many each? 3. 3 each. Here we have a pie. We want to share that between two people. I can draw a dotted line going across the middle and say one person gets the top half and one person gets the bottom half. That's sharing equally. Here we have an orange. Let's cut this orange into two pieces, right down the middle, so that they can share equally. One person gets that half, one person gets that half. Here we have some pens. We want to share them with two people. Let's give this person a blue pen and this person a red pen. Let's give this person another blue pen. And let's give our second person another red pen. How many pens do they each get? Well, the person who's getting blue gets 1, 2, and the person who's getting red gets 1, 2. How many each? 2 each. At the very bottom, it says, what does it mean to share equally? Well, it means everyone gets the same. Everyone gets the same. Sharing. Apple Fractions by Jerry Pelota and illustrated by Rob Bolster. This book is about apples and math. Apples are a fruit that we eat. They do not grow under rocks. They do not swim in the ocean. They are not made in a factory. Apples grow on trees. Apples. Apples. Thousands of different types of apples are grown around the world. Apples can be red, yellow, green, or some combination of these three colors. Fractions. What is a fraction? A fraction is a part of a whole thing. A fraction is shown by placing one number over another number, and a line separates the numbers. Macintosh. Here is one whole Macintosh apple. This type of apple can be both a drink and a snack. A Macintosh is very juicy, but it is also crunchy and fun to eat. One whole. If you would like to share an apple with someone, what would you do? 2 kids, 1 apple? A solution would be to divide the apple into 2 parts. A stem for one kid and the apple for the other kid? No, that's not fair. One half. How about a better way? Divide the apple into 2 equal parts. Here is 1/2 of the apple. Here is the other half of the apple. 2 kids, 1 apple, 2 halves. Sharing apples and learning fractions is fun. Golden Delicious. This apple is called a Golden Delicious. On the outside, it has a thin skin. On the inside, the fruit is soft. What if 3 friends want to eat this apple? 3 friends, 1 apple? 3 equal parts. 1/3. Here is 1/3 of a Golden Delicious apple. Not all apples have white fruit. The inside of this apple is light yellow. 2/3. Here is what is left over from one whole apple after taking away 1/3. 2/3. 1/3 plus 2/3 equals 3/3. 3/3 is a whole apple. Granny Smith. This is a Granny Smith apple. Is it ripe? Yes! A Granny Smith is green, even when it is ripe and ready to be picked off the tree. This apple is sometimes hard to chew. It is not sweet. It is a little sour. One whole. What if 4 people in a family want to eat one Granny Smith apple? The apple would need to be divided into 4 pieces. One-fourth. Each family member would get 1/4. The top number of a fraction is called the numerator. The numerator of this fraction is 1. 3/4. The bottom number of a fraction is called the denominator. The fraction 3/4 has a numerator of 3 and a denominator of 4. 3 out of 4 possible parts. Red Delicious. We can see the stem and the skin, the pulp and the core and the seeds. Which apple tastes the best? Everyone has a favorite. Many people think the Red Delicious apple is the best looking and the best tasting. It is time to learn the parts of an apple: stem, skin, pulp, core, and seeds. Can you see those parts labeled in the picture? Most apples have 10 seeds. Orange. This is not an apple. It is an orange. It is another fruit that you can enjoy while learning fractions. There is no need to cut it. Under the peel, it grows in wedges. Oranges grow in warm climates. Apples grow in colder climates. Gala. A gala is a medium-sized apple. It is about the size of your fist. The largest apples are as big as grapefruits, and the smallest are the size of cherries. 4/5. This gala is cut into 5 equal pieces. Each piece is 1/5. 1/5 plus 4/5 equals 5/5. When the number above and below the line are the same, the fraction equals 1 whole, or in this case, 1 whole apple. 1/6. Apple blossoms. Apple trees grow flowers in the spring. Bees fly from flower to flower and spread pollen on the apple blossoms. This is the start of an apple. Thank you, bees! Without bees, there would be no apples. 5/6. 1/6 of the bees is busy working. 5/6 of the bees are looking for another apple tree, or maybe even a pear tree, a plum tree, or a cherry tree. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bees. But on this page, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 out of the 6 bees. And on this page, with 1/6, well, we've only got 1 bee out of the 6 bees. 1 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1/6. 5/6. Cortland. If you cut an apple sideways, you will notice that the core is shaped like a star. Dividing the apple sideways instead of from top to bottom will not give you equal parts. The top, the middle, and the bottom of an apple are each a different width. 1/7, 6/7. There are 3 basic types of apples: eating apples, juice apples, and baking apples. No matter how you slice it, a Cortland is a wonderful apple to use when baking pie. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. Here we've got 1 out of the 7, and here we've got 6 out of the 7. This is 1/7. All of these together make 6/7. An Asian pear. Sometimes looks can fool you. This fruit looks like an apple. It is shaped like an apple, but it tastes like a pear. Why? It is a pear. Let's use this Asian pear to learn about improper fractions. If this pear is divided into 8 equal pieces, each piece is 1/8 of the pear. A whole pear is 8/8. Imagine you have 9/8. 9/8 is an improper fraction. You would have to use 2 pairs to make 9/8. 9/8 is really 1 whole pear and 1/8 of a second pear. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. If we were to put these 8 pieces back together, we would make 1 whole pear again. 8/8 is the same as 1 whole pear. But 1 piece out of 8 is just 1 piece out of 8. 8 equal pieces, that is. 1/9. Cider. What is the difference between cider and apple juice? Well, cider is squeezed from fresh apples. The liquid is tan and full of pulp. Apple juice is cider that has been filtered. The tan pulp is removed and the apple juice is clear. Are you thirsty? Would you like 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, or a whole glass of apple juice? 1/10, and 9/10. Here are 10 apples. Oh well, there were 10 apples. Here are 9 apples. One has been eaten. 1/10 is now a core, but 9/10 are whole apples. The millions of tons of apples harvested every year are still picked by hand. Out of every 10 apples, 6 are eaten fresh. 2 out of every 10 are squeezed into cider and apple juice, and the remaining 2 out of every 10 are made into canned apples, pie filling, jams, jellies, dried apples, and apple butter. So here we see out of 10 apples, 6 are eaten. 2 are turned into juice, and 2 are turned into baked goods. Apple pie. While you were reading this book, someone baked an apple pie. Let's eat a fraction of it. Well, when it comes to fractions, there's no better way than using a pizza to talk about sharing. I mean, who doesn't like pizza? So here we've got a lovely cheese and mushroom pizza. And if it was a whole pizza just for myself, well, there would be one whole pizza just for me. But if I had to share this pizza with one other friend, well then that makes 2 of us, so I need 2 equal pieces. When we cut our pizza straight down the middle, we get what's called a half a pizza. This half and this half together make one whole, but apart and equal in size, they make a fraction called 1/2. And that's how I would share a pizza between 2 people, myself and a friend. But let's say a third friend joined us, and now I've got one whole pizza that I have to share between 3 people, myself and 2 friends. Well, we have to cut our pizza down the middle here to the middle, and then go out this way in order to make 1, 2, 3 equal pieces. Each one of these pieces is called 1/3. There's 1 out of 1, 2, 3 pieces. If I put 1/3 and 1/3 and 1/3 back together, I get one whole pizza. One pizza, cut it up into 3 equal parts. 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3, which can now be shared equally among 3 friends. Wow, look at this pizza. We've got 4 different kinds of things. We've got our cheese and mushroom, we've got some pepper and cheese, we've got some cheese and olives, and we've got a piece here that's got, what has it got? Tomatoes, olives, mushrooms, peppers, and cheese. Looks fantastic. And let's say, because we've got 4 different pieces here, we've got 4 friends who want to share the pizza. One whole pizza when it's together. When we cut it into 4 equal pieces, it's down the middle this way and across the middle this way, and we get 1 out of 4 pieces, 1 out of 4 pieces, 1 out of 4 pieces, and 1 out of 4 pieces. Those 1 out of 4 is a fraction called 1/4, or some people call it 1/4. So 1/4 and 1/4 and 1/4 and 1/4, 4 pieces put together makes one whole entire pizza, but split up into 4 equal pieces, that makes 4 pieces to be shared with 4 friends, or each person gets 1/4, an equal size piece of pizza. But our pizza party seems to be getting bigger, and I wish I'd ordered more than just 1 pizza. Here's my 1 whole pizza. And now, if I were to have 6 friends who each wanted a piece, and I want to be fair to all 6 of my friends, I want to give them the same size. Wouldn't be fair to give a person one tiny little bit and somebody else a big piece. So I've got to cut this pizza up in equal pieces. Across, across, and straight down the middle will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal pieces. We call those pieces 1/6. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 1 out of the 6, or 1/6. You join that 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, and 1/6, 6 pieces together, you get one whole pizza. But when you divide them up into equal pieces for 6 friends, you get 1/6 each. Oh boy, I really do wish I had ordered at least a couple of pizzas. With 8 friends now at my pizza party, I have to figure out how to cut up this pizza into 8 equal pieces. When I cut them into 8 equal pieces, one of those 8 pieces we call 1/8. That's a fraction. 1 out of 8 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 equal-sized pieces. Each one is called 1/8. And we can share that evenly between 8 friends. All right, now we're dealing with a situation where one more friend has shown up at the party. I've got 9 friends. I've got to cut this pizza up into 9 equal parts. And you guessed it, one out of those 9 pieces is called 1/9. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equal pieces, or 1/9 each. 1 out of 9 pieces. Well, this party seems to be really hopping now, and I now have 12 friends over, all wanting to share pizza and get an equal piece of the pizza. To divide a pizza up into 12 pieces, well, you've guessed it, one piece out of 12 is going to be known as 1/12. So cutting up into these smaller pieces, nobody's getting very much pizza for 1/12 of the pizza. All right, well, I've now got 16 people at my pizza party, and my mom told me I can't have any more guests over. And we still only have one single pizza. I wish we had like a 6 or 7 pizzas now, but we have one single pizza, and if each one of my 16 friends is going to get a piece, well, that means each person is going to get 1/16, and they're pretty small slivers now to be able to get 1 out of 16 pieces. Cutting this pizza up into 16 pieces, they're not very big pieces, are they? There we go. 1/16, 1 out of 16 pieces that this pizza has been cut into. That's sharing. Maybe that's just sharing too much. I think I'm going to go get my own pizza. Here we have a worksheet on sharing equally. It says, write the numbers or draw lines. The first one says, how many people can share this pizza equally? Well, I can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So 4 people can share this equally. This question says, draw a line, share the pizza equally between 2 people. So I'm going to draw my line from top to bottom. I could do it across, but I'm going to do it top to bottom. Now just one line only, because I need to be able to show 1, 2 pieces of pizza. This question asks, how many people can share this cracker equally? So look at the pieces, they're equal in size. How many pieces? 1, 2, 3. 3 people can share that cracker equally. Here it says, draw a line, share the cracker equally between 2 people. So I want to have 2 pieces the same size. Again, I could do it across that way, or I could do it top to bottom, but only one line because I want just 2 pieces. I'm going to do my line top to bottom again, like I did for the pizza. There we go. There's a piece for one person and a piece for the second person. 2 equal pieces to share. Here it says, how many people can share this sandwich equally? Well, I see there's 1, 2 pieces that are equal in size, so 2 people can share that sandwich. This one says, draw lines, share the sandwich equally among 4 people. So I want 4 pieces. I'll draw a line top to bottom. That makes it 2. Now if I draw a line across the middle this way, that should give me 1, 2, 3, 4 equal pieces of the sandwich. And that's sharing equally. Here we have a worksheet on sharing equally. And it says color 1/4 of each cookie. So we have a bunch of cookies in different shapes. But when we color in 1/4, each one of those 4 pieces has to be exactly the same and the same size. Otherwise, it's unfair if somebody's getting a bigger piece or a smaller piece. So let's see if we've got 4 pieces here of this cookie. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do. Are all 4 pieces the same size? Yes. So I can color in 1 out of these 4. It doesn't matter which one I color in, but I should color in 1 out of the 4. I'll just color in this top one. Here we have a cookie with this shape that comes out, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Is each piece the same size? Yes. So I can color in 1 out of the 4 because these are equal force. This is equal sharing. 1 out of 4. Here we have a cookie with 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. But are all 4 pieces the same size? No. These 2 pieces are big and these 2 pieces are small. So they're not showing 1/4 because the pieces are not the same. Let's take a look at this cookie. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. But are the 4 pieces the same? They're close, but if we look, this piece and this piece are smaller than the pieces that jut out here. The bottom parts are bigger. I'd have to say, no, this is not equal. Let's take a look at this one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Are all 4 pieces the same size? Yes. So this shows 1/4. I'll color in 1 out of the 4 pieces to show 1/4. 4 pieces that are all the same size and equal. Here we have another cookie, and it's got long strips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are all 4 the same size? Yes. So I can color in 1 out of the 4 to show 1/4 equal pieces. Here we have a star-shaped cookie. Let's see how many pieces we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we have 5 pieces. That's not sharing 4. We cannot color that. Here we have a gingerbread man. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Are the 4 pieces all the same size? No. If you got given a piece of the arm, you'd get a much smaller piece than the legs or the body, so we can't color any of those. And here we have a square cookie with 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Are all 4 pieces the same size? Yes. So we can color 1 out of those 4 pieces to show 1/4. That's sharing equally. So this cookie and this cookie and the star cookie and the gingerbread cookie are not showing 4 equal, same-sized pieces. They are not showing 1/4. Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode. Hope you learned lots about sharing and fractions. I've got to take this apple now and share it between 8 of my friends. I have to do it so that each piece is equal, so everyone gets the same amount. It's a good thing I've got my trusty apple slicer here that cuts it up into 8 equal pieces that are all the same. And it takes the core out at the same time. There we go, 8 equal pieces, or 1/8 of the apple for each one of my friends. Thanks for joining me today in our lesson. Hope to see you again soon. I hope you had some fun, worked on some new skills, and maybe learned something new as well. Join me next time on another episode of Lessons from the Classroom. Bye for now.